Hello there. Britain is a dog-loving nation. There are approximately 8 million dogs and 210 different breeds. The English setter was used as a hunting dog over 200 years ago, and dogs have been selectively bred ever since. As a consequence of traits being more sought after by owners, dogs are being more commonly inbred to retain these traits. This has resulted in a rise in inherited genetic disorders.
The King Charles Cavalier Spaniel has acquired several genetic disorders due to generations of inbreeding. These include mitral valve disease, which causes heart murmurs and most likely the eventual death of the King Charles. It is polygenic, and all King Charleses worldwide are susceptible to it. Another genetic disorder is syringomyelia, which affects the brain and spinal cord and may cause anything from mild pain to partial paralysis. Some dogs, such as the St. Bernard and the Great Dane, have been bred to become so large that they struggle to stay cool during hot weather. They are also more prone to diseases of the bone, such as hip dysplasia and arthritis. Conformational dog shows have played an important part in the increase in the number of genetic disorders in recent years. By rewarding very particular traits, they have effectively encouraged breeders to inbreed their dogs, therefore reducing genetic diversity. This, however, increases the prevalence of disease-causing homozygous recessive alleles. This was highlighted by the documentary Pedigree Dogs Exposed, leading to the dog show Crufts losing much of its sponsorship and coverage on the BBC. Another contributing factor is puppy farming. Puppies are mass-bred in poor conditions for financial gain, with little concern for the well-being of the puppies themselves. At dog shows, judge observers are now employed to ensure the health of the competing dogs. This year's Crufts show experienced this firsthand when the winners of the Bulldog and Pekingese breeds were stripped of their titles due to the ill health of the dogs. A clear message is being sent out that when dogs are bred for such competitions, their well-being must come first. To promote genetic diversity within a pedigree, the Kennel Club has launched an online service called Mate Select, which offers information relating to disorders and health problems of all registered dogs. It allows breeders to be fully informed about the genetic similarity when selecting studs and bitches. The service calculates the inbreeding coefficient for an individual or a breed, therefore showing the genetic diversity.
Now, with a greater understanding of genetics, we can reintroduce the lost genes. This is done by crossing to a dog that possesses the required gene, then breed back only with the offspring that express the required gene. Following the release of the film 101 Dalmatians in 1961, there was a spike in the demand for Dalmatians, leading to careless and intensive puppy farming. As a consequence, British Dalmatians have lost the gene for normal metabolism of uric acid and were homozygous recessive. To correct this, a pointer dog with the healthy gene was crossed with the Kennel Club Dalmatian to produce heterozygous offspring. These offspring were then back-crossed with other registered Dalmatians, and over time the healthy gene has been reintroduced. Although there have been significant improvements recently with the conformational dog shows, a lack of legislation means that puppy farms are still free to breed irresponsibly and with a complete disregard for the health of the dogs. To see these issues being successfully phased out, there needs to be an improved awareness and a change in attitude, along with greater support from the law.